everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing things a little bit different, and I'm doing a show don't tell. So we're going to be talking about writing dialogue, and I'm going to give you some tips to help you write dialogue better. So I decided to give a real world example with something I would write and to kind of break it down to why I think it works. And of course this might be a little subjective, but this is kind of the clues, the tips that most people would give you when you're writing dialogue. So the sentence is, "I'm going to the race tonight, regardless of what you say," he said as he toyed with the car keys. "Fine, guess I'll go hang out with Brad then. At least he has a BMW." Okay, so now we're gonna break it down. When you're writing dialogue, you want to have something that's going to guide the conversation along. So for example, in this situation, we're having a type of conflict and it's going to move the plot forward because we know that this is a monumental thing, something big's happening, they're having an argument. What's going to happen and what can we tell about their personalities as we're examining this situation. So as you can tell from this, alright, so the guy, obviously because of the he, is going to a race and he has car keys in his hand. So when we're using the car keys, we're playing off the context of the situation. We're giving a little bit about the environment. So he's obviously somewhere and at some point he got keys in his hand, he's talking about a race. So if you put two and two together, you assume, oh, he's probably going to a race that has something to do with cars. And then because she says, "Fine, guess I'll just go hang out with Brad," she's being a vindictive person and she's like, "Okay, cool. You want to go hang out with him? Well, not go hang out with him. She's the one hanging out. But she's like, you want to go race? That's cool. Whatever. I'll go find something better to do." So she's like, going to go hang out with this guy, Brad, and she does a low blow and is like, well, at least he has a BMW, so you know that the guy, the main character here that's talking, obviously does not have a BMW, and the girl that he's dating, you can tell that she has a bit of a personality. I'm trying to think of the word, petty? Yeah, petty's the word. She's being petty, she's being, I don't know, she's just not being a nice person. But then again, we're only getting a bit of the conversation, and because of the way that this is put together, you're probably going to be on the guy's side because, well, so he's just going out, why do you have to be so mean? And that type of thing. So you're going based on what you're giving by the narrator. Now, I did not go too much into the context of the situation or the environment. All you really know is that this guy has car keys in his hand. You don't know where he's at, what he's doing, who else is here. You don't know. And generally speaking, whenever you're writing a conversation with dialogue, you want to give those key elements. You want to know where they're at, who's around them, what's the environment like, what is the weather like. Simple things that help create an image in the reader's mind about what's going on and how the dialogue is going to be going along as well. Does that make sense? Because I don't know sometimes. Whenever you're writing, you also want to be realistic. So for example, to me, yeah, this is definitely something that could happen. And, you know, people will be like, "Fine." I already know how she said that. "Fine." That's realistic to me as a girl, you know. Sometimes we'll get a little upset and that's just kind of how things come out. But you also want to consider that people usually have words that they say more often than not. So me, I like to say like, usually, actually, and I don't know why. As I'm writing, I find myself repeating these words. It's my common words. But besides that, there's also words that we stick to. So, funny story, when I was in 9th grade, my favorite words, I can't remember the second one, but the first word was oblivious. Now, as most people know, oblivious is not a word, okay? I had a problem with pronunciation, I still do. It's a learning process, you guys. But oblivious. I literally put oblivious into almost every other sentence, I swear. I was like, oh, she's just oblivious to the situations or whatever, because that was just the word I chose. I liked. Some people say rad a lot, okay? Rad's just kind of the word they say. And having that one key word that a character keeps coming back to, that's how you know if a character's speaking or not. Like, if you don't want to say he said, she said, Bella said, Jim said a million times, then use something that will set that sentence apart so you already know the character who's talking. If I say, yeah, like that actually was something that was totally something she was oblivious to or something. I don't know. It's a horrible sentence, but because I used a lot of words I normally would say, I would know I was the one who was speaking without having to say Brittany said. That kind of helps guide the conversation. The dialogue smooth, it's natural, it's realistic because people do this. We all have words and sentences and phrases that we cling to. I don't know why, but we do, and that helps to know who's speaking. So basically, whenever you're writing dialogue, put some type of conflict to make sure that it's driving the plot, make it realistic, don't make it unnatural, make it flow, something you would hear people say. Use conjunctions. I mean, I know growing up they say, don't you put conjunctions in your paper. Well, when you're writing a fiction story, please do, because no one says, do not go to the story tonight. Again, I don't know why, where do I come up with these sentences? Do not go to the river tonight. Look, an actual sentence, you guys. No, I'd be like, don't go to the river. Why are you going to the river? Sometimes, you know, we lose words that should be in sentences. Sometimes we put things together that just make no sense, but it's realistic. Saying gonna, G-O-N-N-A, versus going to is much more realistic. So whenever you're writing, just keep these things in mind and look at examples online. There are so many examples, and they will help guide you and give you a better sense. And if you need to have an Excel sheet, have the character names, and then put specific words that they use. Do they speak in short sentences, or do they talk your head off? You know, just put different things that help you understand your character and the way that they speak based on how they are raised. They might speak different. Growing up in a small southern town, you might speak like me, or be on the opposite end. Instead of talking fast like I do, have that southern drawl that just keeps going on and on. Just things you want to consider, because the upbringing of the person absolutely has an impact. But anyways, I think I am done ranting for today, because I feel like I've just been ranting, and I hope you guys have a great day. I can't word. That's because I'm talking too fast. My brain can't keep up, guys. I'll see you guys next week.